And this is from, well, I guess the name, well, Utada, the Pink Blood Print?
Hey everyone, and welcome to my review of Utada Hikaru's album, Distance. I absolutely love the album art for this album. I love the shade of green. I love the movement in the photo. If you guys have been following me for a long time, you would know that it took me a long time to get my hands on a copy of this. I don't really remember why. I think I was trying to find like a used copy instead of trying to buy it new. And I ordered a copy off some websites, like a third-party buyer. It never found its way to me. And I don't remember how I actually ended up getting it, but yes, it is here now. So this is Utada's 2001 follow-up to First Love, and in itself, this album sold over 4.5 million copies, which is less than half of First Love, but still a huge amount to sell in its own right. And I believe Hikaru was only 18 when this came out. When I think of this album, I often think of it as being pretty similar to First Love, but when I was listening to it again for this review, I realized there was a fairly reasonable shift in the influential genres and the tone of this album from First Love. Distance includes some hugely popular singles, and opens with one of them, which is Wait and See Disc. So Hiki startles everyone by opening this album with a huge scream. This song is about trying to motivate your crush into a relationship, and I really like this song, but I don't find myself returning to it very often. It's just not the strongest to me, but I do really love the lyrics in this song. Near the end, worries slip off like a bracelet that's too big. And I also really like the video that she did for this song. It's a little bit futuristic, kind of outdated graphics, but just the look and the dancing. Yeah, overall, she looks really great in this video. Next up, we have Can You Keep a Secret, another big single. I was surprised when I looked up the lyric translation to the song that I found Hiki said, "I've got a little bit of adventure in me and the bravery to get hurt." Because as you know, Hiki has continued on with this theme throughout their music up until the present. The feeling of jumping into love feet first, just for the fun of it, without the fear of getting your heart broken. I really like the da-da-da-da like hollow sound in this song. It's a really unique tone. Overall, I think I like the song a little bit more than Wait and See. And this is another futuristic video where Hiki is in an apartment with a robot. I believe it's an Asimo. I don't know, but it was like a popular robot from Japan at the time. It's just a very cute video. The next song is Distance. The original version. Lately, I have been preferring this version over the Final Distance one. Final Distance has approached the First Love territory where it's just been overplayed so much and Hikaru has to perform it every single tour. My favorite version is the Inflow remix actually, but that does not appear on this album. So yeah, not one of my favorites on the album, but it's okay. I do often skip it because I just have heard it so many times. The next song is Sunglasses, but written in the katakana way like sungurasu. This is a throwback to Hikaru's previous R&B sound, very similar to Aaliyah's music. I really like this song. It's about Hikaru hiding their tears behind their sunglasses. I just love what Hiki does with their voice on this track, hitting some very passionate low notes and then also some airy vibrato that's as delicate as a feather. It was just really well done and kind of underrated album track to me. The next song is Drama. This one really stands out on Hiki's discography as a bombastic rock song, and Hikaru's lyrical storytelling is really strong here. I'll admit, when I listened to it for this review, I found the singing on the verses a little bit clunky, and the choruses are a lot more smooth in comparison. So I really enjoy the choruses, especially the English parts. Hiki starts off by asking to kiss their lover and then ends the song by threatening to become their enemy. Next up we have Eternally, which is a piano-based J-pop ballad. There's not many songs by Hikaru that I actively dislike, but unfortunately this one is counted among them. Their voice just gets a little bit too shrill and ear-splitting in some spots on this song. I don't really enjoy the instrumentals. It's a little boring and I just don't feel a need to subject myself to this song these days, so I skip it. The next song is Addicted to, the Up in Heaven mix. This was Utada's first time collaborating with producers Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. This is generally the more well-known version of the song. The other version of it was released on the single release. The video is kind of boring for this one, but I still really enjoyed this song to this day. I think this is a very, very solid pop release. Like I was talking about some of the songs off of First Love. I think I would count this among some of my top Utada Hikaru songs, but still not my favorite on this album, but a very, very strong single from Utada. Track 8 is For You. This is a song that I did not really notice when I started getting into Hikaru's discography, but it has really, really grown on me over the years, and I really enjoy this song now. This is another one where I enjoy singing along to it. It's not too quick for me, and Hikaru put their passionate yet youthful songwriting into this song, where it's about, again, running away with your lover and just leaving everyone else behind. For You has a strong R&B influence, but there's a little bit of a pop lean in there, and this song still sounds pretty fresh to me. This song did come out as a single release. I'm not too sure about this one as a single, but I think maybe because of its similarity to Hikaru's earlier releases that it was chosen as a single. But yeah, probably among my favorites on this album, but not my favorite. The next song is Ketobase, and I used to like this song quite a bit, but nowadays I find it just a little bit too obnoxious. I do sometimes skip this song when I listen to this album, but it does fit in well with the themes of this one. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting track, but I have to be in a particular mindset to listen to this. It's kind of jarring after For You. Track 10 is Parody. This is another album track I find myself drawn to more recently compared to the singles that have been really overplayed. And there's a banjo in the chorus that makes this song extremely unique, not only in Hikaru's discography, but in like all of pop music, which I find is very interesting. Next up we have the iconic single Time Limit. And this song still slaps. Even after all these years, this song remains in my top tracks by Hikaru. I don't know what it is about Hikaru songs with time in the title, like Time Will Tell, Time Limit, and Time. All some of my top favorite songs by her. This song is just so solid and catchy, another extremely solid pop song. It's just the type of song that Hikaru was born to make. Really, I know I'm just exaggerating at this point, but I think this song deserves to be in the Hall of Pop fame. This song features Darkchild, a rapper, and he kind of sounds like he needs to blow his nose, but he has become an indelible part of the song that I have learned to appreciate. Next up we have a song called Kotaba ni Naranai Kimochi, which means no words for feelings. I think also you could translate it as indescribable feelings.
Indescribable feelings.
I have always really, really loved this track. It has sort of a tropical R&B feel. It always reminded me of Namie Amuro's Love Bite, one of my favorite songs by her. I really think this is an underrated album track. When I read the lyric translation for this song, which I just did for this review, I was actually punched in the gut because I was shocked by how similar the feeling was towards some of my favorite songs on Ultra Blue, which wouldn't come for another several years after this album. And I was really just shocked by how much I related to it, and I loved the song so much without even knowing the meaning behind it, and I feel like that just helps to prove that music is a universal language. Like, even though I never understood the words in the song before I looked it up, I really just loved the overall feeling of the song for so long. Next up we have Hayatochi Remix. This song is led in perfectly from the previous song, and it's a dance track with a little bit of a tropical feeling again. This is a remix I really, really like. I like this more than the original, and for a really long time this was my favorite song off of Distance. And I really love Hikaru's vocal solos in the background of the song where she says, "Oh my god, just leave me alone." I really find the song charming, especially this remix. The last song on the album is Hayato Chiri, the original of the previous song. The title means jumping to conclusions, and this one is a lot more of a tropical vibe, similar to Kotobani. I honestly haven't listened to this original very much because I just love the remix so much. I can't think of many songs in my life where I really fell in love with a remix over the original, but I have listened to the remix of this song a bazillion times. I really was obsessed with it. That being said, I think this original is okay. I definitely need to listen to it more. But yeah, that is the album Distance. So probably my current favorites off here are Time Limit, Hayatochi Remix, and Addicted to You. Like all of her albums, my favorites definitely have changed over time. So overall, this album shows a lot of the growing pains of a teenager becoming an adult. With the huge singles and the equally as listenable album tracks, I believe that this album deserves to be looked at just as much as First Love, as further cementing Utada Hikaru into superstardom as a musician. So let me just show you quickly the album art. So, oh yeah, here's the back picture. And I love this green color. Green is my favorite color, so I'm really obsessed with this disc. There's some more from this shoot in here. There's the lyrics. So that was the album Distance by Utada Hikaru. Please let me know what you thought of this album in the comments down below. I hope you guys really enjoyed this review, and I will see you in my next video for my review of Deep River. Thank you for watching.